How's it hanging, guys? As you might notice, there hasn't been any kind of updates lately on my channel, and the reason because of that is I haven't done much. Yeah, basically so far my life is just going to work, coming home, going to train some, coming back home, sleep, go back to work. That's basically my life now for the last month has been. But this is also a good thing in all of this, is that I have worked a lot of overtime lately. And I'm really looking forward for more overtime now in these coming days or this coming month. Because my goal is to have some sort of computer ready in July. At least that's the goal, so I can come back to everything I did before. Really good editing again, and focusing on make some more fun gaming videos, or overall for me, start gaming a bit again, because I haven't really gamed that much lately. I've done some sort of web browsing gaming, and it looks kind of good in Chrome, but I'm gonna talk about that I think in another video, because that's how I've been living right now, and you really have to find options into what you can do with it, and if you want to enjoy these kind of things and hobbies, so to say. Another kind of thing that really turned me off to editing videos basically is that I'm not a good Mac user. Yeah, I have a Mac, as maybe some people have noticing here at home, and I'm not a Mac person at all, really. So sitting down here, editing with eMovies, which is editing this video on, is not really the most easiest thing for me. Is that I really try to learn to use the hotkeys and all these kind of things using that, but I'm getting so annoyed every now and then and really trying to do my absolute best to edit the videos the best way I can. But at some point I'm getting so annoyed because it doesn't do what I want it to do. And I don't have any plans of buying Final Cut Pro, because I really wanna make my PC work again and restart all over from there. So there are a few options that I can still use it for, and some other I can't. So yeah, I do my best with this. I'm really looking forward to the Computex 2019, which is just basically like one day ahead from this video, I hope. But I'm really looking forward to see what AMD gonna present, because at this point I'm looking for to go over completely to Team Red this time. I've never been using any kind of AMD or Radeon products. Yeah, I know it's the same thing, but I haven't been using any of those products before. And this time a choice I had was that what kind of computer do I want to build? What is the build gonna be about? And the reason why I'm leaning forward to AMD is because I think that as a working station and gaming station, it's gonna work a bit better for the price in this case. So far AMD has really good prices on their CPUs out there, and the GPUs is also very good in many cases and many times. So I really think about going with that AMD completely. So I'm really hoping that after Computex, and to see when the release comes, that at least the CPUs won't go up too much in prices. And I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with the motherboard, because so far the AM4 motherboards is really cool, and you can really buy them very cheap today with really good ones, cheap. But I don't think so. I'm really looking forward if I'm gonna see if I can get a really good new X570 to a good price. That's really what I'm looking for to have, because I want to have some sort of upgradability into this case, because this computer I'm gonna buy now, I want to have it for a long period of time. I'm looking to have it for at least 5 years. Yeah, 5 years, imagine that. For many that's not even an option, you know? I mean, 5 years is a long time. So it was really exciting when AMD presented the Radeon 7 back earlier this year, because to me it was really cool to see that AMD really stepping up the game. Sure, it wasn't really that much big of a deal, since this competes somewhat with the 2080 and sometimes, depending what you are having and so on, with some lower cards or even higher card. But I see that I'm gonna go with the Radeon 7. That's the card I'm really gonna go with, I feel now. I'm not gonna wait for any Navi cards or next year for a new Navi card, because what this card also show me, not only is it good in gaming, but it's also really good in production. Because back a few times back when I tried to edit my videos, I had a lot of I think it was some sort of encoding problems back then. Really annoying, because you know, if it crashed, you have to restart and redo it all the time. And I think it was because my Nvidia card couldn't keep up. And this is what I think, because I tried this on different kind of softwares, because I thought maybe it was the software itself, but it didn't appear to be that in the end. But hey, what can you do then? I mean, just try out and change it. So I started to read up about it, and some have this kind of problem because they lack memory, video memory on the card to begin with, and then maybe in the computer. But I didn't think that at least my 8 gig wasn't that big of a deal, because if you haven't seen my videos, you might realize that my first gaming videos goes up to what, 1080p with 60 frames per second, then go down to 1080p to 30 frames per second. That's because that I had so many crashes earlier back then, from the encoder at least. So I'm trying to go back to that now later on with the new computer, and that's why I'm really gonna go with the Radeon 7 at least, because I want to have the medium memory in the card. And I don't really focus too much on the super high end, because yeah, the Radeon 7 is good enough for what I want to have it for. That's the whole point here. I don't really need anything for it else. And yeah, it's a bit cheaper than the Founders Edition sometimes, I realize, from Nvidia. But you can really get good prices if you're really looking around a lot. So AMD is really something that I'm probably gonna go for this time, but I still want to wait to see where all the prices gonna end up and how it's gonna stack up in the long run with everything that's gonna be shoved at it. I mean, I think Intel gonna do something and Nvidia gonna show something else, of course, but as it looks right now, that's at least my goal. So that's why it takes a long time for me to really get all the money part, really, as I get the money for all the overtime, because the parts only come out much later. So I'm trying to collect as best as I can all the overtime I can get. So right now my life is just plain routine, all of it. Back to routine, no matter what you do, back to routine. So, but it has some benefits. I mean, of course, I'm being more healthy. That's a good thing. Otherwise, I mean, you really had to do at least something to keep yourself in a go here. And really, right now, I'm looking forward to the Computex. I've never been so excited to see something like this. I swear I've never been that. I mean, I know they've always been there in the background, but I've never been more excited to see this. Probably because I want the things that they're gonna show. I guess that's why. Because if I look back to the CES, that was one of the worst things I ever saw. I wasn't impressed at anything. I mean, all the supercomputers out there, there was just Intel and Nvidia inside them. It was nothing new. And then just boom, here you had a new top gaming card from AMD. Fine, a bright future. That's what we're looking for here. So yeah, these are kind of cool things. I really want to see what the CPU is gonna go this time, and I really hope to get going with the channel even more and really come into this again, do these videos and trying to make more entertainment for you guys. And soon the summer is here. I hope to go somewhere, show you more cities and all these kind of things, take a travel around Sweden again and see where I'm gonna end up really. But then again, I'm gonna take the best time I can, do the most videos I can, when I can, that is, and just trying to make it more entertaining for you guys. But I'm still here. And remember, if you really wanna see what's going on around that, I'm trying to be as updated on Twitter and even on Instagram as best as I can. So check out my Instagram and Twitter if you really wanna see what's going on and what I'm thinking most of the time. So that's the best place to see right now what's happening around this channel especially. So anyway guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more from my channel later. So yeah, don't forget that noticing bell when the later video comes out. Until then guys, take good care. I'll see you out there.